What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel and welcome to Achilles Survivor. It's kind of a survivor-like. I still don't know what we're calling that genre. An auto-shooter survivor-like roguelite kind of thing. Anyway, it just came out the other day, and I wanted to play it at least for one episode for the channel. Let me turn down the volume just a smidge here. But anyway, yeah, I haven't started it up yet or anything like that, but let's see, I got a challenge unlocked just for starting the game. Yeah, I get five skull bucks. I don't know. Anyway, let's get into this. Let's go ahead and play. Got 4 maps total here, looks like. Okay, we have to collect golden laurel wreaths apparently. Okay. So let's go with Troy. Different locations in each realm. That's cool. Okay. Survive for a certain period of time, build a mine, collect stones, build a forge, and transform any power. Okay, I'm sure we'll figure out what all that means. Looks like a 20-minute time limit, which is a good amount of time for these types of games. So let's go with the outskirts. Game mode, short, quick and intense, or default. We'll go with default. Normal is fine, and then we can choose our character. We've got Achilles, obviously, and we've got Neja, third Lotus Prince. Oh boy, these 3D graphics for the characters are not amazing, but you're not really supposed to look at these characters from close up, I would imagine. But we're going to go with Achilles here. Seems obvious to pick him as far as our classes starting out here. So what do we have here? Myrmidon Spear. Perform a precise thrust at nearby enemies. Okay. Now, there is an option in the options that will enable manual aiming, but it's specified that you're not supposed to do that. It's intended that you go with this. Okay, what do we have here? Build? Okay, so we can build things, which we need stone for that, I'm assuming. So let's go around here. We've got our little base ability here. Okay, so bottom of the middle of the screen, you can see it's got a almost like a magazine to pull from once it refreshes. That's good to know. Okay, the experience is collected already. Pretty standard fare so far. I think I'm gonna go with cooldown speed. Cooldown speed is probably just going to be the duration that it takes to cool down, obviously. So it's probably not increasing our attack speed, but more just the recharge speed, if I had to take a guess. Striking speed, that is probably going to be either speed of the projectile or rate of fire. Yeah, let's keep going with upgrading this. Got some more powerful enemies here coming in. Do I have a dodge? Doesn't seem like I do. Pushed all the buttons I think would be a dodge, but that's fine. Okay, maybe certain classes will have different things that we could do. Let's see, what's square? How to play is our thing here. Character attributes. Health regen, max health, armor, XP gain, okay. Yep, just move. Okay. So it doesn't look like there's a dodge, but maybe that's for later on. Oh, hey, look, I got the other thing. Okay, let's go with decreases the interval between strikes in each attack for powers with strike scaling. Okay. Well, I don't know what has strike scaling and what doesn't, but either way, let's continue. Okay, there is an area that I need to be as far as pickup distance is concerned. It seems pretty good as far as the size is concerned. Okay, so now that we're level 5, we can pick a new power. What do we have here? Okay, Blades of Madness. Deadly blades whirl around the survivor. They change direction after each enemy hit, so kind of a pendulum-looking thing. Petard. Exploding petards are thrown around the survivor. New power. Hydra's fangs. Sharp fangs erupt from the ground behind the survivor or launches dangerous spikes at the closest enemy. Let's go with Chimera spikes. That sounds cool. Oh, that's a big spider. Oh, cool. I like how this is working. Okay. Melee damage. Increases damage. Okay, and it does highlight which powers are going to benefit from what you're picking. So this will increase the damage of my spears, which is good. I think I will go with... you know, I'll keep going with upgrading the spear. It looks like as we upgrade it, we'll get further modifications to it, which is pretty standard fare. Here's another standard in these types of games. Filling up a circle. Okay, so this is getting us stones. Cool. So we'll have to stay close to that somewhat. Still haven't taken any damage, which is fine. Reduces damage, striking speed, shooting damage. Okay, shooting damage would affect our Chimera things. Let's go with striking speed. So far, it's running fairly well. Running at a pretty decent frame rate, but we haven't really gotten too far into the game as far as, you know, bogging things down, so I guess we'll see how that works. Alright, we'll move on to the next little mine here. Okay, power range. Oh, so not every power, or not everything has the same scaling, so powers with range scaling isn't going to apply towards our spear. That's okay. Let's go with damage on this. So can I see what I've got for my powers right now? What is this? That's how to play. This is your accomplishments. These are settings. Okay. And then we've got first steps. So these are just things that we've completed already. Okay, apparently I collected a laurel wreath. I don't know when I collected that, but sure. We built a mine, so that was one of our objectives. Okay, triangle will access our powers. What do we have here? Doesn't say what it scales off of, but we can transform it later on. Oh, no, it's strike and melee, and then this is strike, shooting, and range. Okay, so that'll show you what they can scale off of, so that's good to know. Yeah, so far it seems pretty good, though. We don't get too many of these fully 3D Survivor-likes very often on console, so it's always nice to see when they can come out. That is a big scorpion! Okay. Alright, no, I would actually like to upgrade the spear. Critical damage is fine. I guess on the next one, we'll be able to... So let's see what we've got here for buildings. I've got how many stones? I've got 27 stones. We can get turrets, support, more support. Transform a power ready for enhancement. Oh, so you need to build a forge. Okay, so it's not based on levels? Either way, let's throw one of those down. Let's deal with this boss a bit here, though. About a third of the way through its HP. Our spear is starting to slow down as far as how it's keeping up. That's fine, though. I want to get back to my building. Yeah, the Chimera fangs are pretty good. Okay, what do we have? Release a wave which pushes enemies back after power deactivation. Okay. Or increase amount of strikes 100% and striking speed. Oh, I gotta go with stamina. Yeah. Okay. Let's go for striking speed. I got another trophy. It's transformation time. Yeah, let's go with this. I'd like to upgrade that thing. The fangs. We are picking up some currency. So that's something to consider. So yeah, now as far as our secondary objectives are concerned, we just need to pick up some stones. I do see some chests in the environment. We should probably head towards some of those, I'm thinking. Probably a good idea. I don't know how I feel about no dodge right now, because I do like dodges in these style games, you know? Alright, cooldown speed, probably a good idea. We can re-roll, but right now everything's kind of new, so I'm okay with not necessarily having to reload right now. Got magnetic melody. Oh, cool. So that's just it's a magnet. What is that thing? Looks like a potion or something I want. Okay, next power, level 12. Okay. Frenzy axes. Throws fiery axes at the nearest enemy. When hit, a fan of smaller axes is created in the opposite direction. Interesting. Shield throw. Just throw shields, bounces. Explosives. Summons a titanic blade, which cleaves enemies around the survivor. Kind of like the idea of throwing explosives. Let's go with that. Oh yeah, there we go. So it throws 2, and then it reloads. I kind of like the reload mechanic instead of... oh, there's our first little bit of damage. Although it looks like we already regenerated it. Let's try out a turret. Ooh, okay. That was pretty cool. Okay, so it only lasts for a little bit of time. Structure invulnerability time +5. Increases the time that structures are invulnerable after construction. That's kind of cool. I like the idea of throwing in buildings. Okay. Damage inflicted by melee powers. We could go with striking speed on this. I think I should focus more on the fangs, but let's go with this. Okay. So that's an HP potion. Makes sense. I don't know if we have built-in HP regen. I suppose I could check stats. See if we have anything. No, we do not. We're at 0 a second. So that's something we'll have to level up into, I assume. Nice. Completing all sorts of stuff. Ooh, armor plus 100, huh? Or I could go with this. Yeah, let's go with the range on this. I want to get a special upgrade for this too. I think that would be just neato. Oh yeah, here we go. That was pretty good. Okay. Level you up. I like the explosion. Explosion's pretty cool. The petard. The fiery turret is doing some work. Wonder if there's an upgrade to make it so that you can activate these structures quicker. Construction speed. Construction speed is probably what I was just talking about, but let's go with upgrading the petard still. Deal 1,000,000 damage. We're almost to the level where I can say we're almost there. Very roundabout way of saying we're not there. Just ran into that guy. It's okay, I just got healed though. Enemies are starting to become larger in quantity. Let's see. Summons masks overflowing with deadly energy. Status strength damage. Status strength plus 15% works every time. What does that mean? Works everywhere. Oh, okay, so it's just a passive. I don't need to be near it. That makes sense, I guess. Okay. Go with that, and we'll try to get a upgrade on that. Yep, we're gonna take some damage. That's okay. Let's go with a forge. Alright. Reduces additional strikes in all directions upon activation. Amount of strikes 50. Power. I kind of like first strike. It's only upon activation, though. We could sacrifice. Wonder what sacrificing does. And let's go with additional strikes in all directions. Ah, okay. It's just a ring of knives every few seconds. Hey, there's XP gain. Always like to see XP gain. Gotcha. Oh, I might have bit off a little bit more than I could chew. Ah! We did just take a pretty decent amount of damage there. Screw that guy. Oh, ranged units. Okay, so what happens if I do this? Is it just going to clear it so I can build again? I guess we'll see. Either way, we've made some pretty good progress. Find the... well, I guess that's the basement over there. Dodge. Let's go with striking speed. That'll affect all of our abilities, so... pretty good idea. Ah, yeah, so that just cleared it up so we can do it again. Good to know. Bit of a heal. Crowds are building. Alright, last ability. Titan's Blade, Agamemnon's Wrath, drop exploding hammers from the sky. Talos March, summons the specter of a mythical giant who crushes enemies, or Griffin's Claws, throws a ridiculous amount of poison claws in the direction your survivor is facing. Ridiculous amount, you say? How could I say no to ridiculous amounts of anything? Okay, I don't know if I would call that ridiculous amounts, but it's at least satisfying. Run. I do like forward-facing abilities, though, just for the ability to clear out things where you're running. That's always kind of nice. Let's go with fiery turret again, huh? Yeah. Get him! Seal the rift. Okay. Got Gatherer. Alright. So... I would prefer... extra movement speed, though, would be nice. Considering I can't dodge, movement speed is probably something I should prioritize, at least a little bit. Yeah, so far the game is running still pretty smoothly, so that's nice. This is... we have to kill people inside the circle. Got it. It's open. Cheese it. Okay, here's the basement. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, I gotta kill all those guys, apparently. Alright, there's that. Now we just need to get another forge. Yeah. Okay. Reduce cooldown speed, but increase power. Reduce cooldowns. Either way, we're reducing cooldown. So I think I would like to do more power. We've recovered most of our HP. Archers are on the other side of this huge group. Okay, let's go with this still. So close. Whoa, okay. XP gain or luck? Let's go with luck. Luck's always... oh, okay, I guess I closed the basement. Okay. Fine by me. I'm probably not using the buildings as much as I should be. Careful when we first start this out. Oh, here we go. Critical damage up? Yes, please. I don't know how much critical damage they're doing, or what the chance of the critical is. Can we see what we're at for critical chance? Critical chance 2%. Oh man, okay. guess. Collection range? Sure. It's pretty far now. Oh, okay. Is this the seal? Or the rift, or whatever it's called? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay. Wasn't expecting just enemies to just pop out of there. Ah! They explode. Okay. I like it, though. There's a lot of cool stuff you can get with it. We got all of our powers and stuff like that. We got a lot of things unlocked. Let's see what we can do with obols and stuff like that, huh? Okay. Challenges. We got a decent amount of those. Still watch the credits. Defeat the Minotaur, Skeleton King. First champion. Okay. Lots of stuff to do. Okay, favors. What are favors? Okay. So these are just like your skill tree to do stuff. We've got 149 of skull coins, 24 of whatever the other thing is. Those might be obols. Can't remember. Structures. Okay, and then there's things to unlock for the individual characters. Which, how do we unlock the other characters? Not sure. Let's see, maybe we can unlock them through some of this stuff. What do we have here? Complete the outskirts. Okay, so we just have to beat it. Okay, defeat Hector playing as Achilles. Defeat 2,500 skeleton. We can be a skeleton. Build 100 structures. We can be a thing. Spider lobster. Deal 3.5 million damage to enemies with poison status. Okay. Could be a cyclops. Okay. Upgrade any favor to its maximum level. Damage with the fire status. 5 golden laurel wreaths in Troy. Okay. It's actually a fair amount of characters. Oh, you get to be a satyr. Ooh. Get to be a chicken. Nice. Okay. So that's kind of cool. Born of the Lotus. Okay. Nice. Yeah, so far I like it. I like what they're doing with it. It ran pretty well. I can only imagine how much more hectic it's going to be. Also pretty cool to see some of the different powers and stuff. But, yeah, as far as a first episode, first look is concerned, I think that's going to do it. If you guys want to see more of Achilles Survivor, let me know. You know, down in the comments and all that stuff. A little bit of a shorter episode for this one, but that's okay. Yeah, I'll probably record some more of these, but it all kind of depends on the reception that we get for the first episode. But anyway, I will see you all hopefully in the next one. You all take care. Bye-bye.